All right, ladies and gentlemen, the time has come. The time you've been waiting for since the beginning of this course. Yes, that's right. Closing windows. No more annoying browsers open and so many browsers open on your Macs or your Windows and so on. So we are finally here. Okay. First of all, if you made it this far, if you made it to this point in this course, first of all, thank you. And secondly, you are amazing for pushing yourself to be great. Okay, so keep up the amazing work and power be to you. Okay, so very simple. Closing windows. There are two methods: the close method and the quit method. Okay, the close method closes only the window Selenium is currently handling, and the quit method closes all windows open by Selenium. Let's go to the code that we had here. Okay, and in VS Code. So what I did was I created a class called close and quit.java. But what I did here, I copied the handling windows code. Okay, you can actually still see this being copied here. Let me change this to closing windows. Okay, so all right, so closing windows. Okay, so in this code, if you remember, what Selenium was doing was navigating to the practice page, and then we were getting the handle of the main window, and then we're clicking on open window button, and then switching to that window, and then doing something in that window, and then switching back to the main window, and then doing something back on the main window page. Okay, so let's incorporate the close method here somewhere. Okay, so traditionally, what we do as with our automated tests is we quit the browser at the end. We quit the WebDriver execution at the end of the test case. Okay, so at the very end, I'll show you what's going to happen. Okay, so let's first use driver dot quit. Okay, like this. So we're gonna let this whole test case run, and at the end of line 47, the browser is gonna quit for us. Okay, so let's go ahead and run this. That's what we're expecting to happen. So the browser opens up. Okay, it's gonna run the whole test case, and there you go. Bam, it happened so fast. Okay, so if you saw that, two windows open. Okay, and the quit method closed both windows. Okay, so that's what the quit method does. The quit method closes all windows open by Selenium. Let's change this to driver.close and see what happens. Okay, so right here, I'm using driver.close. Okay, so if I go ahead and run this, let's see what happens. Okay, let's see what happens. So the browser opens up. There it is. Bam. Okay, so you see that this window remains open. Okay, because in our code here somewhere, what we did was we switched back to the main window. And again, that's what the close method does. It closes the current window that's being handled by Selenium. Okay, the window that is currently being handled by Selenium, that's the window that Selenium closes. Okay, but you saw the other window remained open. Okay, and here's another thing about the driver.close method. The driver.close method you can actually use anywhere in your test case. If you have another window open, it would make sense. Okay, and it doesn't end your execution. Okay, so let me go ahead and delete this, and let's say that after switching to this window and clicking on the courses link, okay, I'm going to come right here and do driver.close. Okay, driver.close, and then Selenium will still switch to the main window and then do something here on the main window. Okay, but point is, that window that opens up, we want Selenium to close it. Okay, so let's go ahead and run it, and let's see if this works as expected. There you go. The new window opens, and it did. So the window closed, and Selenium continued with the program. Okay, so this is evidence that we can use the driver.close method anywhere in our program as long as we open a window. Okay, that would make sense. But what happens if we try to use driver.quit, okay, in our program here in the middle somewhere? Let's see what happens. Okay, so let's go ahead and run this. Okay, we just basically replace close with quit, and there it is. So the program ends at driver.quit. And that's something you always need to remember. You see, Selenium did not even continue executing the program. Well, it did try to, but it couldn't because the driver was closed. Okay, we quit the driver. Okay, so it's telling you right here, there's no such session, so we're getting a no such section exception. The session ID is null. Okay, you're calling the WebDriver after calling quit. Okay, you can't do that. So that's actually the biggest differences here between driver.close and driver.quit. Again, driver.close, okay, will close the current window that Selenium is handling, okay, and driver.quit closes all windows and actually ends your WebDriver execution. That's what it does. Another thing about driver.close is you can add it anywhere in your test case as long as you have other windows that you need to interact with, and the program can still continue to run. So the WebDriver is still active. Okay, it's not terminated. It doesn't terminate yet, but driver.quit does terminate the execution. Okay, and this is a very important, very common interview question. What is the difference between driver.close and driver.quit? So again, the close method closes only the window Selenium is currently handling. The quit method closes all windows opened by Selenium and ends the WebDriver execution.